All right, awesome. We are officially live. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Glad to have you here on today. We are kicking off our live training. Clarissa is in Charlotte. Awesome, awesome. We're kicking off our live training, you guys, where we're going to be doing these every 2 weeks. We're going to be doing bi-weekly trainings. I am coming on out of my shell. I've been in hiding for the past several years, and my goal is to get back out here and just educate people with everything that I know, especially for today's times, and realizing that things are changing quickly and we need to be able to support each other, leverage this information, and reposition ourselves, you guys. Now is the time to not play. If you thought you had time before and you kept putting things off on hold, I'm gonna do it later, I'm gonna do it later, or you kept overthinking or you kept postponing your launch of something, we have to change some things because y'all, it's a new season, it's a new day, and it's not going to favor those who sit on the sidelines and play small. This is a season to show up. This is a season to take ownership. This is the season to take action. So even for me, okay, I have a couple of confessions to make. One of my confessions is that I have struggled with the fact that I've put stuff off for so long, only to realize that you don't have forever. Seasons change, times change, things change, right? There were things that the Lord had led me to do, 10 years ago. And I was like, oh, I'll get to it. And you put it on the sidelines and then you look up and it's like, yeah, nah, it's too late. AI is here. They don't need you for that anymore. So a lot of times we act as if we have forever. And this is my urgent plea and cry to all of you that whatever you've been putting on hold, now's the time to take action because y'all, things are changing. And statistically, because of AI, we probably have about a 2 year window before the whole world is different. Okay, so we've gotten the preliminary insight. We're getting the four, I don't want to say four warnings, but yeah, the four warnings, like AI is here. And it's going to take over. And they're talking about transhumanism, which is essentially getting people to put chips in the brain so that they can become half robot, half man. And that's going to be like a totally different world. I don't want to go down that road today, but I do want to be honest in these conversations because I feel like a lot of us don't know how to have them and we don't know what we're supposed to be doing in this season. And so I am going to be coming out a lot more and doing Bible studies, doing different trainings and teachings on ways to build businesses online. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to leverage AI to your advantage because as we are hearing a lot about AI, everybody's giving us the negative of it. But in everything, there is the pros and the cons. There's an advantage to AI. And so, for those of us who learn how to leverage it to our advantage, we can reposition ourselves differently. And I want to say this as a woman of faith, as a woman of God, as a believer, the favor of God that is upon you cannot be altered by anything or circumstance that is happening around us. And when God has given you a vision to do something, he will give you and equip you with the tools and the resources you need to fulfill that assignment. And so there are things that God will allow us to utilize AI for to our advantage. It has been a huge advantage for me, which is why I am confidently coming back out because of what I do in my years and background of teaching people how to build businesses online. It was a very brain driven business model. You had to learn a lot, you had to do a lot, you had to spend thousands of hours developing skill sets to get to where I am. And when you try to teach people this stuff, you realize, ooh, it's way more to it than me giving you 3 steps, right? So with AI now, I have been able to easily duplicate my process in other people. And we're going to talk about that on today in this workshop about how to turn what you know into cash flow because there's so many resources, you guys. I'm going to walk y'all through different tools that I use that have been a game changer for how I build businesses, things that I'm doing for new business models that are generating income. In the upcoming weeks, I'm going to be doing a live training to show you guys the top highly paid business models that you can pursue from home, remote based businesses that can position you for 6 figures And so there's a lot that we have coming up, and today is just an intro to it. So mark your calendars. We're going to be doing these bi-weekly. So we're doing one today on the 15th, and the next one, I think, I can't remember what the date is. Let me look at my calendar. You guys will be getting emails, so make sure you're on my email list at newsletter.nicolescooper.com. But the next training we're going to be doing live like this, the next workshop is going to be on the 29th. That's what I thought, the 29th of October. So we'll be doing these bi-weekly. And we're building it up as we go along. There's lots of stuff that I'm working on behind the scenes. We have a community that you'll learn about that you'll be able to join. We have a program that we put together that's called Copy, Paste, and Profit. You guys will learn about that on today. But I have so much in me and I've been hiding for so long. And it's like, girl, if you don't come out and share this information before Jesus comes, like literally, you better get on out here and share this information with the people. And so that's what we are doing. And so I'm going to walk you all through some insight on why you should start productizing what you know. Okay. Tonight's workshop is called Turn What You Know into Cash Flow. Okay. Turn what you know into cash flow. I want, for those of you who are here live with me, I want you to type the word cash flow in the chat because this is what we have to set up, you guys. You need money daily. You need money coming into your bank account daily. You need to hear cha-ching as frequently throughout the day as possible. And there's so many ways that you can do this. And I'm going to show you guys how to make it happen, how to create income on autopilot. Now, I am going to say this, work is required. Okay. I am not the person that's going to hype y'all up and say, do these two things and you'll be a millionaire by tomorrow. We've had enough of that circulating, and that's not what you need. We don't want to create false expectations. I want you guys to understand that work is required. However, if you are willing to do the work, if you are willing to follow my lead, follow, and not just my lead, there's just systems that are without me that work. Okay. So I'm not the producer of the systems. I am a follower of systems that's been around since the beginning of time, but we've just had tools to make life easier. And I am a conduit to help give you the knowledge on how to implement these systems. So if you are a action taker, and you do the work, you guys, you can be making income every single day. Okay. So I've been running businesses online since 2007. Okay. I didn't start making money until 2009. So people who are able to make money immediately when they start something, kudos to you because times have changed. When I joined, we had to learn HTML. Facebook was not even on open yet. There was no Facebook. There was no Instagram. We were on MySpace and Ning, Ning, which was like chat rooms that kind of looked like a school kind of type platform. And we had to learn everything the hard way. And so my learning curve was very long, but I learned a lot. Now I'm in a season of my life to teach it. So I'm going to be coming out and teaching and giving you guys a lot more updates and information. I'm going to be sharing a lot of insight with you guys. I'm going to be showing y'all tools that you can use. I'm going to be introducing you to business models that you can take advantage of. I'm going to be sharing all the ideas that I got. Y'all, I get ideas out the wazoo, okay? And in my mastermind group the other day, they said, Nicole, what if you just gave those ideas away? I'm like, good idea to give the ideas away because I am not going to be able to implement all these ideas and I'm going to give them to y'all. So I will be sharing nonstop information about things that you can do and ways that you can leverage different platforms to your advantage to begin generating income. And here's the thing, you guys, I want us to get practical for a minute. Even if it's just to help you make an extra $500 a month, even if it's an extra $100 a week. A lot of us want to chase the millionaire status, this, that, and the other. But right now, the way inflation is hitting, $500 extra in a household could save a life. And so I want you guys to look at this with the eyes of I can do it, not with this flighty, well, I want to be a millionaire by tomorrow concept, because that's not going to give you the level of insight that you need when you put that level of pressure on you. I want y'all to learn the practical skills that can bring you $500 extra this month, 1,000 if possible, right? Just because I want y'all to have that much practicality so that when you're doing this, you have real, tangible, practical expectations that if I do this and I get my first sale that's $20, I'm going to be jumping off the window. Y'all, my first check, when I first started online, I had joined this internet marketing system, and I'll never forget. Because back then, all of this was new. And I was like, wait a minute, you mean to tell me I can sit at my computer and I can punch some keys and some money gonna come out? I was like, nah. And I started following directions for people, and I got my first check, y'all. It was $15. But you would have thought that I won the lottery. I was screaming, I was hollering, I was like, oh my God, it works. It works. I was so excited because I just needed proof that this actually could produce some cash flow. And so that's my wish for you. A lot of us have been chasing the big goals, big dreams. I come from a network marketing background. Everybody sell you this big hype, superficial dream. And the problem is most people leave with so much disappointment and disarray because they thought that they didn't have to do much for long before they lived this dream life. And then they turn themselves off to any future opportunity because they had unrealistic expectations. I don't want to set that precedence for you. I want you to understand that if you develop the right skills, it'll pay the bills. Okay. So I want y'all to put in the chat skills that pay the bills. All right. Put in the chat skills that pay the bills. How many of y'all want to develop some skills that will pay the bills? That's right, LaShawn. That's right, Dr. Angela. Skills that pay the bills. That's right, Clarissa. This is what we are going to do. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to share my screen with you all, and we're going to walk through how you're going to develop the skills to pay the bills. And we're going to talk about ways for you to do that starting now. All right. So let me get this up and running. All right. So today we're going to talk about how to turn what you know into cash flow and literally turn your ideas, your skills, and your experience into a profit producing digital asset, even in a saturated market. Okay. Y'all, digital marketing has been around for years. I've watched people start and grow and build huge businesses selling very simple products like templates, budgeting templates, like cookbooks, like meal prepping plans, like fitness workout routines. I have watched people build empires with simple digital products. So I want y'all to erase all the things that you've heard about it before today and listen to what I'm sharing with you, because we have a system, y'all, where you can literally copy and paste inside of AI tools like ChatGPT and Claude and Gamma and Lovable and all these other things. You could literally launch a business in 7 days or less and start getting paid. And remember, I'm talking to y'all from an extra $50, extra $100, extra $500, because if you can get your first $5, $10, $20, all you have to do is duplicate that and it can grow. And sometimes we're chasing the big and huge that we miss the money that's right in front of us. And so today we're going to talk about the simplicity of what you already know and how to monetize that. So here's the reality. You already got ideas, okay? But the problem is you have been stuck in where do I even start mode. How many of you have ideas that you've been wanting to launch for a long time? I want you to put I in the chat if that is you. How many of you have ideas that you've been wanting to launch and you've been sitting on them? How many of you have seen them coming on your feed where other people are doing it? Put I in the chat, right? It's like, man, I had that vision, I had that idea, and now other people are doing what I was supposed to do, right? We all have. I got tons of them, right? So the reality is you've seen everyone else online making money from their ideas, but you've got the exact same potential. You just don't have the system. You don't know how to put the structure in place to launch it. So the difference between most creators and everybody else, it's not talent, it's not luck, it's not knowledge, it's not skill. What it is it's just having a roadmap. If somebody can just show me what to do, show me the steps, Give me something that is practical. Don't give me all this brainiac stuff that's going to take me 6 months to learn, which is what we used to have to do because we didn't have AI. But now we have AI. Give me a practical step by step roadmap so that we can turn all the stuff that I used to be confused about into simple steps that create action. Okay. How many of y'all desire for that? Say I in the chat if that is you, right? Say me, right? You just want a simple roadmap. Like, stop making this stuff so complicated. All right. So, y'all, I'm so excited because that's what we're going to do. Okay. So here's the reality. I used to look down on digital products, y'all, because I was like, oh, that ain't nothing. Anybody could do that. But the digital product industry, the digital goods market is going to be $123 billion this year. That's projected. Online education, $564 billion. Okay. And digital commerce, almost $7 trillion. A lot of people say that the market is saturated, but the truth is, it's just growing. It's just that you have to consistently be out there and market your offer. Get your product in front of people. Every single day, somebody's coming online trying to learn something new. People want to know how to potty train their children, how to potty train their animals. People are trying to learn how to organize their house. They're trying to learn how to get dressed, like how to put their clothes together. People are trying to learn how to save their marriages. People are trying to learn how to get their kids into college. People are trying to learn how to become better parents. Every single aspect of our lives is a how to, right? The difference is in those who know how to package their how to and get it out into the market. The opportunity has never been bigger. And even more so now, y'all, because now ChatGPT is allowing you to sell products inside of ChatGPT. You got things like TikTok Shop making people overnight millionaires. There's so many different ways that you can apply this. Every day, y'all, billions are spent online. But the question is, who's getting paid? Millions of transactions are happening every single day. The average online course creator is earning between $1,000 to $10,000 a month, and templates, coaching, and digital tools are ranked in the top 5 fastest growing purchase categories online. You have to ask yourself, how many have you purchased? How many templates, playbooks, programs, journals, all the things are you personally buying online? There are tons, okay? And so, just so y'all can know, if we've never met before, hey, I'm Nicole Cooper, and my background extends almost 20 years in the online marketing game. And I've done everything, made a ton of money, had a lot of accomplishments. But today, my greatest joy is in teaching others what I've been able to learn. I want to show you how to build thriving businesses by taking what you know and turning it into consistent cash flow. I want to help you create, and I personally am creating, but I want to show you how to sell proven systems, done for you templates, and digital resources. This is what I do. These are things that I have been doing for years. I've just never done it publicly, consistently, where I was teaching other people. But I've ran a digital marketing PLR store. So if you guys have heard of MRR, Master Resale Rights, I had a Master Resale Rights company back in 2010. I had over 10,000 people all over the world selling my products. I was the only network marketing direct sales PLR store in the world, and I had thousands of affiliates promoting my products every single day. I've also written books and sold courses. I run a media company where I'm helping, we actually do local business marketing and promotions. And I have several different clients that I'm helping them to monetize and productize their knowledge. And these are people who are experts in their industry, accountants, salon owners, real estate investors, real estate brokers. I have all kind of clients, and I'm helping them to turn what they know into products. So I'm very passionate about empowering people to turn their expertise into profitable digital products. And now I'm just doing it publicly. And Dr. Angela might say, yep, I was with you with the dream team, right? Yes, way back when, right? Some of you have been with me for years. So now I'm coming out and starting to teach people how to build solid business models online. And the reason why I'm so confident in this is because AI makes life so much easier, y'all. All right, so here's the reality. 81% of people try to solve their problems before hiring help. So this is a window of opportunity, you guys. This is where people are always looking for self-serving solutions. They want answers now. They don't want to have to go through anybody to get them, and they're willing to pay for them. This is why your digital products are a great opportunity for you to generate right now income. This is their shortcut. So instead of them having to contact you, schedule a call, and have you walk them through in your busy day in life and schedule, you can just package some how to stuff up and put it out there for people to access it for when they need it. You don't have to compete with agencies. You don't have to compete with consultants. You don't have to compete with anybody. You just offer what you know and talk about it and put it out there. And when people are searching and they find you, they will buy. Okay. And here's the reality. The market is known to be saturated. So a lot of us are like, oh my God, everybody is doing it. Yeah, yeah, but right. They're doing it according to how they show up, what they do. You have a way in which you do things. You have a way in which you show up. You have a way in which you teach. You have a way in which you talk. A way in which you how you roll is different. The markets are just segmented. You will attract those who want to learn from you. Most people sell generic information, but you're going to sell transformation, things that create results, things that create experiences. And I'm going to show you how in our copy, paste, and profit system. And when you stick to what you are really good at, we call it your zone of genius. You operate from that place. You serve people with giving them insight into things that you do well by providing that through forms of content. You will be rewarded. The market will reward you. They want clarity, not clutter. They want specificity, not sameness. Okay. So saturation is not your problem. Sameness is. So the key is packaging your expertise differently. I'm going to show y'all how you do that. And that's what this system teaches you to do. Okay. So you're going to learn a lot tonight about how AI can help you pull out what's inside of you to your benefit. Now, I went and looked up some different toolkits for y'all to just get an example of the kind of money that's out here for you. Okay. So if you go on Etsy, Etsy has almost everything over there. You can go and look up digital templates, digital programs, digital journals, digital products, and all the things over on Etsy. Um, and creators are making 200, 500, even 3,000 a month from templates. Okay. You can do resume packs, social media kits, onboarding guides, client trackers. You can have simple, solvable, sellable solutions that people can buy. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what these look like. So this is, for example, a ultimate hand lettering workbook. So this is just teaching people how to hand draw, okay? Different curly, swirly ways. This person has sold their product 253 times for almost $25. It totals $6,322.47. Let's just say $6,300 from teaching people how to write. How many of y'all can use an extra $6,300? Put I in the chat if you would gladly take an extra $6,300 to teach people how to write, y'all. How to make curly, swirly letters. Okay. Let's look at another one. This one is home organizing guide. This person sold almost 1,000 guides for $8.16. They got paid almost $8,000 to put in a guide that they put together one time. How to organize the house. Okay. If y'all think people are not buying this stuff, then you need to think again because almost 1,000 people need help learning how to organize. I don't care how much it's on YouTube, HGTV, or whatever. People are always looking for information. They're always looking for how to's. And this does not have to be complex, y'all. This is not about something complex, something revolutionary, something new. You don't have to invent anything. It's about taking simple, practical solutions and packaging them into things that people need and are willing to pay for. Just like we said, it's simple, it's solvable, and it's sellable. Okay. Let's look at one more that really blew me away. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why I pulled this one up. My niece is in school to get her for sonogram school, sonogram and x-ray. So essentially sonograms are like ultrasounds. And she called me last week. She had a meltdown because she had to study. She had to take the exam. She failed the test the first time. She has to take it the second time. And she was nervous. And what she had was test anxiety. And she was like, Auntie, I'm scared. Can I come out there and study and be with you for a week and take the test out there in Texas? She's at home in LA. And I said, yeah. I said, sure, but we start talking about why she was scared and how overwhelmed she was with all the stuff that she was studying. I said, okay, well, why don't we do this? There's a new app out, y'all, called Suno. Suno is an AI app and it allows you to create anything into a song. So I feel like when she said this to me, the Lord dropped the commercial in my spirit to remind me of the Suno app. And I said, okay, baby, let me tell you what we're going to do so you can overcome this anxiety. We're going to create some lyrics around your studying for your test, and we're going to turn it into a song so you can replay the song over and over again while you're driving, while you're working, wherever, so you can start remembering these concepts and these principles. And so she was like, okay, she didn't know anything about it. She didn't know how to do it. And I said, she said, Auntie, you know how to do that? I was like, I haven't done it before, but we're gonna figure it out. In an hour and a half, we had an entire album complete for her, y'all. I'm just gonna go pull this app up real quick. And this is how powerful AI is, okay? So I went on ChatGPT. We got all the concepts of her studying for her sonogram x-rays. We went through it together to make sure it was in alignment with what she was studying for her exam. And we told ChatGPT, take these lessons and we want you to go ahead and turn them into songs and let us know how many songs we need. And we're going to produce lyrics for each song. We needed 7 songs for all the things that she needed to study. So ChatGPT helped me put the lyrics together and we went on ahead and we turned it into a song. And when we turned it into a song, the game changed. I'm just gonna play some of these for y'all. But another thing with ChatGPT, if y'all didn't know, you can go and find custom GPTs. And because so if you go under Explore under ChatGPT, I just typed in sonogram to see if I can find a custom GPT that focuses just on sonogram and x-rays. And let me see. I don't see the one. Which one did she have? I don't think it's in here. I'm gonna put sonogram and x-rays. But anyway, it brought up a custom one just for her industry. And we used that because it had all the terminology in there. So you have like X-ray GPT. Oh, I remember the name of it. It was called ImmiGuide, like imaging guide. So I'm just gonna pull it up. Here we go. And this one helps you with physics or medical imaging for courses like ultrasound and X-rays. Okay. So because this GPT is already filled with concepts and principles around what she was studying, it was easy for it to come up with all the concepts and we turned them into lyrics. So we broke all the concepts down and said what we needed. They turned it into lyrics. We turned around and put the lyrics here inside of Suno. This is the power of AI, y'all. And we did all of this in like an hour and a half. I want y'all to just hear some of the songs that I'm going to play a couple of, just a little bit of it so you can hear. Yeah. Yeah. When it's a border, it makes a choice. Yeah. Yeah. Bounce, push through. And I want y'all to see over here is the lyrics. Okay. So if you look here on the right hand side of my screen, this is all talking about sonograms, the waves, the different, it's all connected to the notes that we put together because I didn't just do lyrics, I had to do study notes so that she can study the notes. And then when she hears the music, it's going to continue to feed her how all of them tie together. So when you see tissue to tissue, and wave flows free. All of that is teaching her based on different principles how to go ahead and get how all these things connect. So let me finish playing. Split that voice. Yeah. Tissue to tissue, it's an interface. Fine. Reflection, transmission, day or night. Yeah. If the tissue's got similar Z, most goes through, wave flows free. But if there's a mismatch, wave won't chill. It bounces back hard like echo skill. So all of that, y'all, is study lessons. And the way Suno works, you just put the lyrics in here and tell them what style of music you want, and it will turn it into anything. You could turn it into classical, into pop, into reggae, into hip hop, into you could put the favorite artists you like SZA or Michael Jackson. Now, some of them names is copywritten, so you can't use their names. Like you can't use Beyonce in here. You can't use certain people, certain artists have their names protected, so they couldn't use. You can't reference them in here. But all of these are albums. Like we even have reggae.
God tells the truth, beware. Artifacts creeping, distorting the air. The shadow in deep when stuff students. Bone or stone blocks ways make sense. Enhance.
Okay, so Iris, you already going where I'm going with it. You said this could be a product for sale for people who learn via the music. That's why I'm telling y'all this. This is another income opportunity, y'all. Literally, you can go through and start putting lyrics together for different things that people need to study for. It could be for math, it could be for Spanish, it could be for English, it could be for history, it could be for a test, the ACT, the MCAT, the SAT. You can do for whatever. Yep, the LSAT. And you can turn them into lyrics and literally just put the lyrics in here and it will become a whole soundtrack for people to listen to. And that's why I'm sharing this with you guys because I want to show you this. That was the whole point. That was the intro to that. Someone bundled up lessons in Etsy for studying to get into nursing school. Okay. This person, if you go into Etsy, let me see, I have it saved in here somewhere. Right here. Get access to Nurse in the Making. This is just one of them. But this is an overview of how to study to become a nurse. And this person has sold 31,200 of these bundles. Bundles that you can use AI now to help you orchestrate. You can help use it to help you design things, help you organize notes, help you do all stuff. Y'all, they sold 31,200 of this nursing school bundle to teach people how to study for the nursing exam. And they sold it for $128. That is almost $4 million in revenue. Okay? I want y'all to put in the chat $4 million in revenue selling them on Etsy. 31,200. Okay? This is the power of taking what you know and turning it into cash flow. We see, I think because I know me, I've been in this space of make money online for so long, right? So there's always this like redundancy of, oh, let me create a course on digital courses, sales funnels, our small little world that we live in. But what we don't realize is that there's a ton of niches out here where people are spending thousands of dollars to learn, to grow, to invest. When this came across my lap on Etsy, I was like, $4 million. Think about it. This person did this one time. This person sat down. It may have taken them a couple weeks, couple months to put this product together and set it up on Etsy. And now they get paid over and over and over again. And what's so cool is this person has multiple products, right? And this is just the reviews. Only 31,200 people gave reviews. We're not talking about the people that didn't give a review and they just bought it, right? So if you look at this nurse in the making, this person is smart. They have all kind of resources. My niece actually had this. She showed them to me, right? She was telling me about it. This person has flashcards. They have workbooks. They have planners for nurses. They have pocket guides. I mean, y'all look at the level of items that they have. Stickers, weekly planners, student planner worksheets. Like, come on, y'all. This person took the time to build this out, and this is just 31,000 reviews that people are willing to give. That's not including all the purchases made. Oh, here it goes. The sales over 6 years have been 232,600 sales, y'all. 232,000 sales. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. On nursing. On nursing. They took the time out to put this together on nursing. Yes. Congratulations, Iris. You just passed the notary exam. Look, now go put a product together and sell it. Teach people how to pass a notary exam. Put it on Etsy. But yeah, so I wanted y'all to see this to see there's so much opportunity in creating products. So let me just do a case study. This is Jess. She teaches people how to sell products on Etsy. She was a former corporate professional and she started building digital products on Etsy. Okay. And instead of creating complicated stuff, she just focused on simple things like budgeting, spreadsheets, and things like that. In 14 months, y'all, she made 19,000 sales, selling things like a budget workbook, simple budget workbooks, and things that are like financial templates and management. And she made over 100 and almost 174,000, I think she said, just doing something simple, just a spreadsheet. So here's an example of different things that you can create. You have so many options, y'all. You can create templates and tools, like different types of templates, ebooks, lead magnets, mockups, email marketing, digital planners, resume templates. You can create educational products. You can create things like checklist workbooks, online courses, mini courses, audio courses. You can do digital stuff like fonts and typography, stock photos, logos. You can do audio video like we just shared with Suno, writing and content. The list goes on and on. Okay. Here's an example of a marketing consultant who wanted to get away from one on one services and instead focus on creating systems that they sold, like with templates. Here's an example of like marketing and branding templates. Sell them for $35 and you make thousands of dollars off of just teaching people the basic stuff, right? Um, you can sell, like we have people who are making 2,500 in a weekend selling prayer journals, right? These are things that you can put together in a day, in a weekend. The reality is you don't need to get out here and stress yourself to do all these things. You just need simple systems, right? You need structure, you need systems, and you need a step-by-step process to show you how to do this. There's three phases to this. You get clarity first on what you want to offer, then you package it up and productize it, and then you sell it. You get it out there and you sell it. These are your three steps to freedom. Now, there's multiple steps in between those steps, right? But the first step is clarity. So, what do you already know? What are things that you do so well that you always put the words in front of it? All you got to do is. There are things that you're so good at doing that it just comes natural to you that you assume everybody else can do it too. What you want to do is extract that information and actually document it and walk people through. I'm going to show y'all how I've been doing that and how you can do the same. I've put a whole system together to get out of my head how I walk my clients through to their result, right? There's the same thing that I do with each client. We identify what their zone of genius is, what it is that the problems that they solve, who's the ideal client that is looking for that solution, that's ready to buy and ready to pay for it, and then what is it that they need to know? What are the steps that we're going to walk them through? Like I can talk about this stuff in my sleep because I do it all the time with every client and have been for over 10 to 15 years. And so get clear on what you do well so you can start documenting and packaging it up. And I'm going to tell you something about your genius, your zone of genius. You're usually so brilliant at it that you're dismissive of it. You water it down, you underrate it, and you're dismissive. So you play it down. You tell yourself, nobody want this. Everybody can do this. I do it all the time. And people be like, girl, why you don't sell this? I'm like, I thought everybody know. No, they don't, Nicole. Package it up. Okay, cool. And that's why I'm finally starting to package this stuff up. So you want to extract that information and then validate it, put it out there, test it, see if people want it, and that'll give you insight. Then you productize it. So now you turn it into a digital product. This is one of my products that we will be releasing soon called the Anti-Hustle Blueprint, right? This is for getting out of the rat race of entrepreneurship. Stop the hustle, stop the grind culture, and how to create passive, automated. I want to say passive because passive is not that passive, but automated income up to 6 and 7 figures, right? It's all through packaging your knowledge and selling it through digital products. So ebook and guides, templates and toolkits, mini courses. That's step number two is you productize it And then step number three is you package it up so you can profit. You use tools like AI to help you create your content, your social media promos, your sales pages, your email campaigns, all the things, and no tech overwhelm. You just use those systems. And y'all, you can build this stuff out in no time. I'm going to show y'all how simple it is to build out pages today. Okay, I'm going to take y'all to one of my pages, but I want somebody to come out and give me a product that you want to build. Just anybody come out and tell me a product that you would want to build. Um, and let me show you how we're going to create a sales page for it. Who wants to come out and volunteer and tell me a product they want to build? Author and speaker branding kit. Okay, so come on out real quick, Clarissa, and give me some insight.
Okay, so I am in the publishing space.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Let me see if it'll pick up your voice. All right, go ahead and you can share.
Okay. So I'm in the publishing space with authors. I've helped to some authors to become bestsellers. One of the things that I'm noticing though is their branding is horrible. They don't have their speaker one sheets. They don't have their landing pages, and many of them want to be speakers. I have opportunities for them, but a lot of my event planners are like, Clarissa, we need this information, and these authors and speakers are not showing up professionally. I have many opportunities that's just coming open for me because I changed my branding. My Facebook, your Facebook covers, your landing pages, all of the things to really help you shine for what you is that you say you're bringing to the table as an author or a speaker. So I have an actual branding kit, but I don't know how to get it to the marketplace. And the Lord actually woke me up out my sleep. So this is actually brand new. I haven't even said it to anybody. You're like the first person. And I'm like, okay, God. But he's been telling me, release it now. And I'm like, okay, sure.
I was gonna say I see so much in that. I see done for you templates for them, done for you speaker one sheets. I see done for you branding kits, and I see using AI to give them professional headshots
Yes, I
instead
did.
of trying to get them to go get headshots done. So
Yes,
having a way for them to do all of that and buying it as a package, they can buy it from you done for you, where you can just get your team and just leverage the template you already have, come up with their own branding color scheme or whatever, and
yes.
have that ready, or done for you template branding kits that you can already have for people to go and buy. And so, okay, so we're going to ask chat to map out a packaging like offer for these clients that need this offer, so that we can get it up and running and ready to buy quickly. Okay, so we just had this conversation over chat. Chat is going to go ahead and package it up, and we're going to turn it into sales copy. And we're going to build a page for it right now. And y'all are going to see the um, power of AI. Okay, so we just put this together for you. It said who this is for. Authors who want to become paid speakers, speakers who can't get booked, coaches with a book, a message, or a movement, but no brand presence to back it up, those who say I'm ready, but event planners don't believe them because the visual doesn't match the message. The offer name is the Book and Branded Authority Kit. Love that
I
because
love that.
your brand should speak before you do. The core offer is a branded speaker kit, done for you service, landing page and booking funnel, Facebook and IG branding, visibility boost kit, what they will walk away with, visual authority, booking confidence, brand presence that opens doors, tools to say, yes, I'm ready and mean it. Here's some optional things: speaker reel, full branding session, and social media. Um, and then launch copy starter. Okay, cool. So it's doing all of that and giving you everything. Okay, so I'm gonna touch it. Okay, let's go ahead and put a price on this, and we're gonna build out a sales page for these items on Lovable. So go ahead and package this all up and create sales copy for all of this for us to put on Lovable, providing instructions for what Lovable needs to do. And the colors that we're going to use, what colors do you want to use, Clarissa?
I have like a plum purple and gold and white are my brand colors.
Okay, plum, purple, gold, and white are the brand colors. Let's build this out. into copy so we can hand it over to Gamma and have hand it over to Lovable and have Lovable build it out and put pricing on everything. All right. Okay. So let's see what chat comes up with, and then we're about to build the page.
That is crazy. Now I did 3 tiers. Like I started, I'm interested to see what it's gonna say because I started like 197. So I want to see what it's gonna say.
So it's probably going to give us different price points. But the thing is, you can always change it. But I just want y'all to see how quickly you can get activated today.
This is
Right? Yeah. Okay, somebody bring me a charger. Hey. Sorry, y'all. I have this one. Can you pass me the iPhone charger, please? Yeah, I just need the plug. Okay, cool. It's putting it all together. So look how cool it's telling us it's going to give us all the key components. Give it a few minutes. It's going to give us the copy and we're going to stick it into Lovable, which is an AI tool that you can use. And it's going to build out the sales page for you immediately. So this is,
I'm selling it tonight. You hear me? I'm not playing.
listen, I'm trying to
It's
tell
going up
you.
tonight.
Because listen, before AI as a coach, I had to teach y'all what to say and oh, thank you, babe. And trust that you know how to come up with the words yourself and be able to put together. Now with AI, please. I'm so confident and ready to teach all this stuff. We're about to be all over the internet streets. You hear
I'm
me?
trying to tell you, listen, it's kingdom over here. What are y'all doing? Don't worry about it. You come on over.
Listen,
Come on over.
listen.
We got you.
You
Yes.
you can get moving in 24 hours. And so it's just a matter of getting clear. So they got you priced here 497, 1497, and 30. They said we ain't playing with prices, baby. We ain't doing nothing low budget.
I
39
was
97.
downplaying myself. I was like, ain't nobody gonna buy this. But they need
Please. Because here's the thing. I work with clients all the time. They don't have time to do this stuff. Nobody, when you're good at what you do, you don't want to have to go learn something new to build it out. Okay, we're gonna put this in Lovable. All right. So we're gonna put this in here. And
I've never
it
seen
already did all the instructions.
that's crazy.
And I'm gonna say turn this. It's gonna take a few minutes, and we're gonna see what it comes up with. And it's gonna take what we just built in ChatGPT, and we're gonna build it out in yeah. So you're gonna have a whole page. So it's gonna take a few seconds. Yep. And now you know how quickly they call it shipping, right? How quickly you can ship a product because of AI.
Mm.
And so what I'm doing is creating copy and paste systems. So like with the prompts, instead of you having to figure out what am I supposed to say, how do I say it or whatever, I put stuff in place where you just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, and it will do all the work for you. We tell you what GPTs to use, what steps to take, like what tools to use, like Lovable to build out your sales pages, how to link them, all that stuff. So you ain't got to build. Y'all know how much we used to have to get people to build their own sales funnels, link this to that. Oh my, it was so complicated that I just stopped coaching because I was like, unless we do this, it's not getting done, right? It's so hard. And those of you who've been with me for years, y'all know, right? You've been around for a while, and now it's like this is the simplicity of it. So let's see. And somebody said, leadership. That's so good. This is what made me create a creative chat where I help emerging and established entrepreneurs who want to be more intentional with their visual brand. This is so exciting. Yes. Yes, it's like whatever, y'all, what we have to understand is what you know, most people don't know. And so if you can put something out there quickly to start supporting your audience, it just makes a world of difference. You do want to have resources for them. So, like for me, I've been a little slow coming to market because I had to put the infrastructure in place with the copy and paste. And I'll walk y'all through that in a second. But once that's done, I'm gonna be all over the place because now I have somewhere to send people. I didn't want to tell people it's coming, it's coming. I've been saying it's coming for 10 years. And it's like, girl, stop telling us that and just get it done so we can just tap in, right? So if you have things that you want to do, it doesn't take long to get it up and running. right? So literally Clarissa and I, probably 10 minutes, we would have taken her problem, turned it into a solution and a product, and now getting it on Lovable where she can literally be able to go and start selling it, right? And so I don't know what that was. I think, oh, that's me telling me the site is not. Okay, look, booked and branded because your brand should speak before you do. And so now it just built the whole page out for you. Speaker
Oh
kit,
God.
book landing page, social media branding. This is for you if you're an author. Look, it built all that out. Look, pricing and everything. All we need is your picture.
Girl, I got you. I'm ready.
Listen, listen, done and done. Do
I
you
was just
see,
getting ready to go build my site, right? Because I've already
baby?
built my author site and my whole publishing site. But I was just getting ready to go build this. I was sitting there, I was like, Father, I don't have the bandwidth right now to
Yeah,
build this. I need guidance. I need you to lead me. And this is so God right now, like this is him just
listen.
breathing his breath upon this. Like, you know what? It's over.
I got you. And that's why I'm trying to tell you, like, look at what I did. I did this the other day. I did a free workshop the other day, but it's actually a paid program that I have. And I came over here and turned it into a whole course. And it's called the $1 Million Me Identity Experience. I haven't launched it yet. I'm finalizing it. But I built this out that night. I was like, I'm gonna turn this into a full-blown its own segmented course. And it built this out for me. And I added my image and everything, and boom, it's ready to go. I'm just building the back end and adding all the pieces to it. And this is going to be one of the products in my funnel. Like, yeah. Isn't this mind blowing?
This is crazy.
Like, it can add images. So, like, let's go back to yours. Let's see. What would you like to be behind the image at the top? Let's do an example. Like you want books, you want
So I'm
speakers.
probably gonna more than likely put all of the stuff like all of the assets I already have. So so I would just a little later, but like right now you can just put books or whatever. But I already have all of the assets, the mock-ups already done to go for the page. I just only needed to build it out. That was it.
Okay. So I'm telling it to put a image behind. This is called the hero section. So the section at the top. So I said in the hero section, add an image of a speaker speaking with a large audience behind the booked and branded tagline.
Do you know I actually have that picture of myself?
Oh wow. See? Look, look. Just FYI, I just got it's a God wink. He's like, I got you.
Oh my gosh.
I
So yeah,
got you.
yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah. So this is boom. It's not you, but we could say whatever person. But you see how I put that image there? Yeah. So we can
And
add
so
you.
it allows you to go to each section to like if I wanted to change the pricing, do you have to change it over in the left-hand side or can you actually go to the
You have to tell it because it's AI and it does the editing for you.
got it.
You
Okay.
you tell it like change my pricing from 497 to 297. So I can go in and say, um,
So like I want to do like the crossed out, like I want to cross the 497 out and you know how so you'd have to be very specific when you're telling me that.
yeah, so do a cross out of 497 and
Got
put 297 to show it's a deal. So I'm going to, we see it changes to 297 already, but I'm just going to tell it to do a cross out of 497 and put 297.
Oh, this is a wrap. Oh, this is such a wrap.
Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, AI done changed the game. AI has changed the game. Like you don't have to do all that labor.
This is crazy.
So you see, it just crossed it out. So we can say cross out 1497 and put 997 and then cross out 3997 and put 1997. Yeah. And it does that for you and bam.
That is this is bananas.
You can add your images and all the things. And yeah. So you no longer have to labor and make all this complicated. It even shows great fonts. Yep. Yep. It does everything. Right. So this is, and they put your name at the bottom. I've helped authors become bestsellers. Now I'm helping them look the part so they can get paid to speak it. Clarissa, look at that. How
Listen,
how I didn't even knew your name? That's what I'm trying. How,
right.
how did they even know your name? Maybe you heard me say your name, but that's a little creepy. But yeah, it got it even got your name up in him, right? So yeah, so that's the part. So that was fun. But just to show y'all, like you can literally get things to market quickly. And there's so many steps that you don't have to take anymore because of AI. So you literally just go from your idea to your offer, what we just did with Clarissa. Here's my problem, here's a solution, right? And then you build the asset out, and then you create the income. You convert it into your page or whatever, and you create the income. So what I did was created the steps. I built out a system called copy, paste, and profit. And I'll show this to you. But what it does is it basically has you like people are coming in and putting in their identity because I have them going through exercises on what their million dollar me identity is. But in our classroom, we have step-by-step process for you to just go through and copy and paste prompts. So I'm not going to go through all of this, but you literally can just come and take a prompt and stick it in here, answer a couple of questions, and stick it inside of ChatGPT. And you go back and forth with it, and it'll help you start building out your product, building out your offer, identifying your pricing, coming up with getting clear on who your audience is, identifying what your messaging is, your brand voice. What are the keywords you need to use to attract the person who's ready to spend money with you today? It's like we built all these steps um, to walk you through building out your offer. And then we show you how to turn it into multiple products. So it's the same offer in multiple ways that you give it to people. So you might have an entry product that just may be a front end ebook. Then that ebook becomes a mini course. The mini course becomes a coaching program or membership, whatever. But we show you how to do these things and we walk you through step by step on how to build it out, how to package it, what are the key things you need to have in place, how to name your offer, how to price your offer. Um, yeah, and this one is the pricing your offer. So it's like we walk you through all the steps of what you need to do to begin to put those things in place. Okay. So if many of you like the old way is all the work, all the work, we had to do all this stuff, right? We had to chase every new platform and trend, trying to figure out what's the formula. Today, we just build systems that work. Literally, you build out your offer. You can set it up on like a stand store, or you can set it up on like a Lovable. You use mini chat so that it could be automated responses when somebody type in the word guide or brand or challenge or VIP. They automatically get a message in their DMs. That DM gives them a link. They click that link. That link takes them to purchase. When they make the purchase, you got systems in place that automatically deliver the product to them and get them up and running. And you in your bed sleep. You're in your bed sleep. This is how it works today, y'all. And I'm watching people over and over again make tons of money. It says, I finally launched after 2 years of procrastination and sold out in 48 hours. This person is you. You. This is not a anybody else. This is you with using our copy paste and profit system. You can finally get out here and stop making stuff so complicated. And in a week, in 2 weeks, I like to say give it 30 days because you'll have little stuff in between. But you will see a lot of things just like with the Lovable page here that we just built out, right? You can have this up and running. You just got to build your back end pieces for deliverables or whatever. And I say give it 30 days. but you can have a lot of your visible moving parts in 7 days if you sit down and focus and you sit down and you knock this stuff out. I've personally been just getting my focus on building my system. So I've kind of been isolated from the world for a couple of weeks where I was like, let me just get this done. Because once you do this one time, and I'm telling you, my inspiration is this company, Nurse in the Making. If I can take the time to build out my assets, y'all, they've done 232,000 in sales, almost 233,000 in sales. That's just on Etsy. I don't even know if they have like their own website or anything like that. Like, OMG, this is freaking amazing. So I'm inspired by them. But this is the kind of success you can have if you stop sitting on it. So if y'all are ready, we did put together a community called Copy, Paste, and Profit. And it is going to allow y'all to learn how to get stuff up and running quickly. I've been building this thing out. Our members are starting to put stuff in place. They're blown away at how the stuff they had in their heads. So this is what I want y'all to understand about AI. Okay, as much as I want to give a lot of credit to AI, AI is a mirror reflection of you. They're simply just showing you what's already in you. So when you're giving them that information, like Clarissa just shared with me, she already had this in her, but ChatGPT just worked with her to provide the details for all the things that she needed. So we put this system in place to pull out of you all the stuff that's been in you so we could package it up. Okay. Um, and so I want to encourage you guys, if y'all want to get something up and running and you want to start making a couple $100s a month, this is a $97 a month program right now. As we start adding more to it, it's going to become six figures with AI because we're going to start putting online business in a box models in there. We're going to give y'all templates and all those things. The price will go up. But if you want to get started and you want to have this inside system to help you copy and paste and get moving, then you want to go ahead and join. I'm gonna put the link in the chat for you guys to join us. But the key to this, y'all, is make out the time, sit down, and begin. Where's my link? Begin putting it in place. Begin starting to, here we go, invite. Begin taking action. There are tons of people making tons of money right now. Yeah, I just watched this girl make $8 million with an idea that God gave me 10 years ago. And he was like, I told you to do this a long time ago. You didn't do it. And I watched this girl over the last 2 years, 2 years, made $8 million doing the exact same thing the Lord had told me to do 10 years ago. Can I be mad? Absolutely not. I sat on it. I didn't take action. And I'm going to take action now. So I want to come on out and answer any questions that y'all may have. I put the link in the chat. And anybody have any questions? Want to come on out? Or give me your thoughts, give me your feedback on what you guys think about what you saw.
Nicole, I have a question.
Okay.
Um, the genius in me, I'm struggling with that uh, because my day job, I do instructional design, creating a curriculum work for working professionals, right?
Mhm.
I do it all the time, all those soft skill courses for the company that I work for. But I'm trying to figure out how I can monetize that without being in trouble with my job. And how do I break it down into a niche? A niche.
So well, I think the question is it in demand? And then once you find out if it's in demand, what about it is in demand? And what do you need to create for the audience that wants it? Or is there something way simpler that's not requiring your brainiac version of you that you can put out there that has a much bigger audience that would spend way more money? I mean, that would spend, I don't want to say way more money, but a larger audience that would buy that thing and you can make way more money because it's a bigger market. I think sometimes we go for the complicated first. That was me. I wanted everything to be complicated, deep, hard, overwhelming, right? It was like, oh, let me take all the overwhelming stuff and let me make it easy for people. And it was like, yeah, but do people even need that? Can you find a simple system that avoids the complicated? Um, and that's what my system does. It helps, like the $1 million me identity. That helps you to begin to identify, like, what are some of the things that, well, not that, going to phase one, which is going to help you find out your zone of genius, is going to help you identify what key things you can focus on. So, what we do, the first exercise that we do in this training is that we identify 5 types of niches that are in alignment with what you do well. What do people want? What has longevity? It's a legacy based niche, right? So, you don't want a bunch of trendy niches. I remember when I did the network marketing PLR store, the MRR store, we did the licensing for it. We got out of that because the companies closed down so quickly. They would be open for like a year or two and then they're gone. And it was like the content is extinct. So we had to
Mm-hmm.
keep producing content. And I was like, this is exhausting because I had a whole team of writers. We had to go through a whole process. You had to do all this packaging and all these things. And by the time you get the product out there, you got about 6 months of life on it before the company shuts down. So you don't want trendy stuff. You want legacy stuff that's evergreen, that's going to last over a period of time. And then you want stuff that's a no-brainer purchase, right? So you don't want things that's going to be complicated for people to be like, I don't know if I really need it. I don't know if I want it. So do you need that offer, or is there something that's way simpler on, like, how to bake a cake? How to bake that? You might be good at baking pound cakes. How to bake a good pound cake. Buy my product for $10. Thanksgiving is coming up, Christmas is coming up. You might get 1,000 people that give you $10 to learn how to bake a good pound cake. And I'm just using that as an example. That's $10,000 in your pocket. So what we do is we get you to go through and figure out the niche. So I'm gonna tell y'all, for example, for me, I've been doing high ticket sales. So I've been focusing on people getting 15, 20, 25,000, $50,000 clients. I thought I was going to produce products around that. When I went through the course thing, and it started asking me, what do you do well? We went through this back and forth in the survey or whatever. It brought up like 5 areas, but one of them was teaching people the simplicity of digital products, just simple digital product creation. And my brain had a very hard time processing it could be this simple. It was like, yeah, but shouldn't I be talking about the high ticket elevation stuff? And it was like, no, because of the market reach and what you're doing, like that's an option. But what you do and what you do really well, you can get this up and running quickly and simplify it. And it took a whole lot for me to let go of that because I wanted to stick with this high brainy process kind of thing. But it was like, when I started thinking about it, I was like, but I don't want to have to work really hard to make sales. I don't. I want to live a freedom-based life. I want to travel the world. I want to make money every single day on autopilot. And I want things that people want to be able to buy that they don't have to think long and hard to purchase. So you have to ask yourself, what is that for you? And that's where the system comes into play. It's going to ask you, it's going to help you come up with 3 to 5 niches. And my 5 niches were sales systems, it was the digital product, it was some marketing stuff. And anywhere where stuff started feeling complicated, I felt resistance in my because I was like, this is the kind of stuff that takes a lot of mindset work. Like marketing keeps changing. Sales is something where people got to have a mindset and a belief system to do. It was a lot of like I knew it was going to require way more teaching. And I was like, I don't want that. If I could teach people how to use AI to package up what they know and turn it into cash flow, I don't care if it's a $10 product, $20 product, $100 product, and I can show people how to make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month doing it. I am way more excited about that than all these complicated things that required so much teaching, so much mindset shifts, so many like layers of this and that. I was like, oh, I don't want to do all that. I've been doing that for 15, 20 years. I don't want to do that anymore. So I say all that to say, your brainiac system may not be what you're gonna sell.
Oh, I get it. I've actually had conversations with chat about creating an evergreen product, and that makes me money automatically while I'm sleeping. And some of its answers are based on me being on chat for 2 years and all of the, what I use it for, because I use it all the time. And so it's looking at, okay, this is what you do and this is what you're good at. So, but I'm buying the course, your course, so we're gonna figure this out.
Yeah, you want to get into, I was going to say, and just start going through the prompts, because here's the thing too, as far as far as chat, you may need to be using a different type of chat. So there is the GPTs in there. It's going to pull from your history, because it pulls from mine all the time. But when you get into a new version and you use these prompts that we give you, it's going to
Yep.
pull out of you stuff that is not in your daily conversation from work that you forgot about. It's going to
Cool.
it's gonna pull out the simple stuff. So yeah, yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Nicole.
Okay, I put the link in there. Just click the link.
Yep.
You can be able to join right there and get started. And then we got a call tomorrow, actually, for team and onboarding and all that stuff. But awesome, yeah. And I look forward to it being simplified. Here, oh, this is what I was gonna say to you. So I have a cousin who made $50 million during the pandemic. She sold hair products. And she came out and with a hair oil to make your hair grow, because she was trying to figure out what products to sell. She came across this oil, it's hair growth oil from Africa, blah, 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 blah. She made $50 million, bestseller on Amazon, all these different things. And when me and her were talking, she said, Nick, I'm going to tell you something. She said, there's power in impulse products. And I was like, what do you mean? She said, you want products that is an impulse buy, meaning that if it's 20, $25, people don't have to think about that purchase, right? And so essentially, she got to $50 million from $25 purchases because she had a lot of volume and it went viral because she did a lot of testimonials and stuff like that. And it was a really good product that actually really worked. But when she told me that, I was like, okay, that's how you make money every day. It's impulse products, things that people, simple stuff that they need to, like, I know for me, if I need an answer right now and I find something, like today, I was doing something and I had to go find something, it was $19. Boom, I paid for the $19. Something else I needed, $25. Boom, $25. Right? Like, there are things that when I need it, I'm gonna pay for it. I just, but then when it becomes a larger investment, it's more thought, it's more this, it's more that. When you are wanting to create passive automated income, you want impulse products. You want things that people don't have to think long and hard on, and you also want them to be of high quality. Give them your best. Give them as good as it can get for the dollar amount. You want them to feel like they got 10 times more than what they paid for. So if they paid me $25, I wanted to feel like you got a $250 advantage, right? If they paid me 50 bucks, I want them to feel like they got a $500 product. So you create quality products, you have simple solutions that people will buy, and we set them up in a way where they become impulse buys, and that's a game changer. And so this is how you get to making money daily and you start creating automated income. Now, there's times and a place for high ticket. I'm not knocking that. I'm in that industry. I have tons of clients that pay me a lot of money to do what I do. But what I want to teach people how to do is create money that doesn't require access. When people need access to you, it becomes draining because you're like, oh my God, they can't make a move unless they get a hold of me. And that's why I love digital products, because they don't need access. They just need the info, the resource. And so, okay, somebody just bought. Look at
That was
that.
me.
Look at school. School doing, okay, they trying to be like Shopify. That's my first time hearing that. That's awesome. Well, welcome,
That
welcome.
was, thank you.
Yep, welcome, welcome, and hop on in and go straight to work. Go into the classroom and go through the steps. And when you go, you do $1 Million Me identity first, and then you're going to go into the next steps and just copy and paste those prompts and let's get it popping.
Well, let's pop on. Dream Team has been reimagined.
Right, reignited. I love it. I love it. Awesome. And I look forward to what you come up with. So make sure you share your results in the chat so we can see what's happening. Anybody else, any other questions? Any thoughts? What did y'all love about what y'all saw today with the whole AI thing? You can unmute yourself. Iris, did you
Okay,
say?
thank you.
Oh, go ahead.
I've seen a lot about AI and different people because I've been on ChatGPT, on Gamma, on creating your virtual twin, little bit about Suno. Someone shared a music that they created, but I love you forever. So I'm like the other young lady, dream team back together. So yeah, let's go. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because
Have you?
you are the teacher extraordinaire.
Thank you. Have you seen Lovable yet?
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't that amazing how quickly?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. So I'm excited and I feel truly blessed to be reconnected and let's go.
I love it. Yes. And yes, you are always in the know. You are always tapped into learning, which is what I love. Clarissa, you were coming out. Come on out.
I was just saying thank you. Like I can't get off of here fast enough. Like I
Listen,
yeah.
your offer is already done.
Yes, I think at this process though, I want to do a digital product. So now I'm just gonna go back and back engineer it to say like what digital product, like a book. I need to make it into a book as well. Um, like a $27 book or something is what I'm thinking, like a digital product. I
So
don't
the
know.
system gives you ideas for products that you can launch within the next 7 to 30 days. That gives
Okay.
a whole lot of value that we have like a whole prompt for it. And it's
Okay.
going to give you suggestions. So it may be a challenge, it may be a guide, it may be a template, because as you
Oh,
go through this process, you just go back and forth with it with the prompts. And we
okay.
have a prompt that says, give me 3 ideas of products that I can launch in the next 7 to 30 days. And it has like a list of criteria. And then it comes back and tells you what type of products you can launch. And then it helps you build it all out. So it gives you the sales, like we just did, the sales copy, the outline for it, what the results are, what is going to be the program promise. So, what is the promise that you're giving people? That you say by buying this course, you're going to get X, Y, and Z. Like it's going to fill in all the blanks for you. And then we help you build the product. We help you come up with the content for the promotional pitch, from the sales copy to the email campaigns to the social media content to your language that you use. All of that is going to be in the step-by-step system to help you figure out what product you should put in place. And it helps you with pricing. The pricing, I will say, is going to stretch you because it will quickly throw some high-end prices on there. So you always can modify that. Like I tell people, create entry offers. Right now, we're in a trust deficit market, and that simply means people don't trust nobody no more, because people are liars, and everybody out here lying, talking about they are experts, and they just really took a course, and then now they're trying to tell people they're expert at stuff. And so with it being a trust deficit, people are don't spend as quickly, so that's why you see a lot of high end people, high ticket market people selling stuff for $22, $7, $15, or whatever, because they just want you to get an appetizer. It's kind of like when you used to be in a mall and you got the Asian people that be like, come try my chicken, come try honey chicken, whatever, right? And you get that little sample, you be like, oh, let me go ahead and give me a plate. You give them in your appetizer, your entry offer, such a great encounter and experience that it makes them want to come back and spend and buy more from you. So your pricing with the ChatGPT may be higher, but you do want an entry offer that's going to be easy to, for people to buy and experience, and it'll convert them into wanting to buy whatever else you have. And we even teach you in this how to create an offer ladder. An offer ladder is where you have an entry offer, but there are different ways for people to work with you. I tell people you're going to have the DIY crowd, which is do it yourself. You're going to have the DWY crowd, do it with you. And you're going to have the DFY crowd, do it for you. Your DIY is low ticket, up to about $1,000. Your done with you folks are going to want coaching. They want to be in a group format. They got questions. They want engagement and all those things. Your done for you are your premier clients. I don't have time for none of this. Just tell me how much it costs, invoice me, and I'll pay it. And they'll pay the 10,000, 15,000, 20. I have a ton of those where they're like, girl, I don't want to learn none of this stuff. Just tell me what I need and your team can do it. So you have an offer ladder where you have the same offer that you position to people in multiple formats, and clients get to pick and choose how they want to work with you. And so it's the same system, same formula, same framework, is just delivered in different ways: an ebook format, a group coaching format, or a mastermind group, or a one-on-one VIP day, or implementation integration for a client. So y'all will learn all of that. So anyway, yes, I am excited for you, Clarissa. Your product is done. You should be selling this by Friday. You
Good.
already have
Good.
existing clients.
Yeah. Yeah. And I have a lot of publishers that are reaching out to me. So I'm like, I just been sitting on it. So
They're ready to buy. Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else? Any questions, comments? Mitzi, I see you here. Hi, Mitzi. Mitzi, what we doing? I know you ready for something because you always
So
show
I've
up.
been, I know, I know.
Always
I
show
am,
up. What we doing, Mitzi? What we doing?
we are rolling. My thought was just like maybe like a vision, something vision book or vision, um, I don't know. Something like you know how you do the vision boards and stuff like that and try to keep people motivated. It's not just at the beginning of the year, but kind of keep them pumped, throughout the year or something like that. That's what I was thinking off the top of my head, but I'll hop on your membership. Don't worry. I'll follow you, girl. I've been following you for a
Always
hot
with
minute. Yeah.
everything I do, you be right there. That's why I'm like, okay, what we doing? I want you to be there
Yeah.
with me.
I'm hopping on tonight. Thank you.
I want you to be producing some results so I can see you winning. I want to see you winning.
Yes, ma'am.
But awesome. Good to see you. And anyone else, any questions? Y'all can ask me anything while you got me, and then we'll get ready to wrap up. I know we are right at our 9 o'clock mark, so our hour and a half. And like I said, y'all, we will be doing like these workshops every 2 weeks. If you are ready to get something going, you do want to get into our training, copy, paste, and profit. We're going to be building on that. I'm also going to be providing business in a box, y'all. And I'll tell y'all this and what I'm working on, but y'all will be able to become an affiliate to sell everything that I have so that you now can start generating income from the systems that I put in place. So the copy, paste, and profit, we're just trying to figure it out now, all the logistics, but you guys will be able, once you become a member, you can become an affiliate and make 40% commissions. And be able, yeah. So anything that we'll be doing moving forward, I'm going to be doing a business in a box. So we'll be teaching the best business models online. So we have the digital product thing. This is going to be your automated money. But if there's those of you who are wanting to change careers, like right now, we know the market is on attack, right? I'm not going to go down my political spiel. I'm gonna have my private calls for that. But we see where the attacks are coming from, right? We understand what's happening right now. And a lot of people are in panic mode. And I'm sure you guys know a lot of people that are being impacted in this market. Everybody's being impacted. I don't care who you are. I don't care what the intent was for it. Everybody's being impacted. Even other countries are being impacted. However, y'all, in everything, there's a dichotomy. There's the things that are falling apart and the things that are all coming together. And there are career paths, y'all, that are booming right now. Like, if you guys saw one of my girlfriends, she teaches on AI as well. And she shared an article that the Netflix owner put together where they're paying people up to $700,000 if you know AI for Netflix, right? So if you understand these specific skill sets, if you're good at prompt engineering, if you know how to leverage AI in any way, shape, or form, there's so many different companies now that they don't know how to integrate it. So you can become an AI integration consultant where you can get paid 5 to 10 grand a month per client. You can become a prompt engineer where you start creating prompts and stuff for people who are wanting to integrate more AI into their business. It's so many things. It's just so many things. I have the top 10 high paid businesses that you can start with AI, and I'm going to start rolling those out as a business in a box. And in those, I'm telling you what the industry is, what skill sets you need to have, who your clients will be, how much you can earn, and the ways in which you would service them, the tools that you need to have access to. Like, I already started building all that out. And so that's going to be integrated into this. Um, it's going to become six figures with AI, and you'll start seeing these different business models. And I'm going to be doing case studies and sharing with you guys different things that people are doing that's killing it right now. Because I want to bring forth the hope, right? Y'all know I'm all about the Lord and being a beacon of light here in the midst of darkness on the earth. And God uses us in many ways. And that's my ministry. Is I tell people business is my ministry. And right now there's a lot of hopelessness, but I'm like, yeah, nah, God is always reigning, right? He's always reigning on the throne. There's always opportunities and there's always a window of opportunity if we can learn how to walk through them. And so I want to be the person that begins to introduce these ways in which people can move. But I'm also, our team is putting done for you systems so that it's like, listen, I don't want to do none of that, but if you can do it, I'll sell it. And if you want to sell it, you'll be able to sell all of our resources and earn a commission. And so we're setting that up too. We just want to make sure logistically that it works because we don't want to mess with nobody money, honey. And so that will be an option for you guys to become an affiliate to begin to promote all of our different systems that we'll have to share with others and making sure that they can benefit from what we have as well. So yes, y'all, I love it. All right, any more questions before we wrap up? We got a couple more minutes, 2 more minutes left, and then we're gonna call it quits. Hey Valerie, good to see you, girl. Hey Kirsten, hey Lasha, LaShawn. I see many of you guys hopped on. Good to see all of you.
Hi, Nicole. How are you?
Good to see you.
I basically missed your entire training. I'm so sorry.
Oh
I
no,
lost track of time getting my son ready for bed and I looked up and hopped on and you were already at the end.
well, I will send out the replay.
Okay.
Okay. I'll make sure I send out the replay so you guys can have access to it. And thank y'all for coming. Like I appreciate, listen, I know it's tough at night. That's why I want to do a night one because it'd be hard at night for people. But thank y'all for coming. And I'll make sure the replay goes out. Plus, inside of the training center, for those who join the training center, all these replays are in there. So you have access to it as well. But glad you were able to make it out, Kirsten.
Thank you. I am too. It's good to see you.
Yeah, it's good to see you as well. LaShawn, hey.
Hey, I don't have a question, but I was going to tell you that I have played with AI, a lot of different ones, and I've heard of Lovable, but I have actually not played with Lovable before. And I don't know why. I'm probably just because I played with so many that I was like, not another one, right?
Yeah.
But in seeing this one, it just makes me question, like, why not? Why have I not done this one? Because honestly, it looked like it was a step above quite a few of the others in the product that it produced for Miss Clarissa. It was top notch. So thank you for the introduction one-on-one to it. And I've already signed up for that
It's so
because it
good.
was so fabulous. And the membership is definitely on my short list of things to sign up for. So really just thank you. That was it. Thank
Yes, you're welcome. Yeah, there are so many. I tried Base 44 and
you.
several others. And what I tell people to do, this is what I want every single one of y'all to do. And I do have an affiliate link for Lovable if y'all want to use it. They give you credits, I think. So I'll put it in there and I'll send it out as well. But when it comes down to these pages, if you guys are anything like me, visuals help, right? And so, what I would recommend is if you have an idea, just go to ChatGPT and talk it through and have ChatGPT give you some instructions to give Lovable and have Lovable build it out so you can just get a vision of it. I put my link in there for Lovable, and I think it's lovable.nicolescooper.com for the affiliate. And what they do, you could earn like free months, I think, or something like that. So if y'all want to get it, y'all can go to lovable.nicolescooper.com or use that link there. But take your ideas and take it to Lovable and have Lovable build you a page because it's going to give you the motivation to see it in its completed state to get you to go get it going. So that's why I use it. So I'm like, oh, let me just play with this and see how this all comes together. And man, I got this big project. It's a really big project. And I came here and I put it together and I was mind blown that it visually gave me the outcome of what this thing could produce. And this is my $100 million business model. And so if you need the inspiration just to have a vision of what you want to work on in front of you, use Lovable. It's phenomenal. But yeah, there's tons. There's Base 44, there's Replit is more technical. It's a lot of stuff. So just get with one and get moving. And so, yeah, I'm glad you had a chance to do that, LaShawn. Glad to have you on. So awesome, you guys. All right. So the link to join, if y'all want to join the community and get started with building out your product and getting plugged in, we will be meeting up tomorrow as well for any Q&A you need. And I'm gonna see if this link works because I set up yeah, it's not working. Let me give y'all the link one more time for you to go ahead and register, and then I'll send out the link as well to you guys via email to join the community. And I recommend y'all join and get started if you're ready to get moving and see your product come to life and commit time, y'all. Like, turn off TV. May not be going out for a couple of weekends. Sit down and knock this out because it can be your money before you need it. And I tell people right now, don't play with this time right now, y'all. Stuff changing every single day. I would love for y'all to protect yourself financially because they are trying to cripple everybody. And it is very interesting to see this all play out. But the Spirit of the Lord is upon us. God has given us an opportunity and platforms to leverage. And we got to be obedient and listen in the timing that He shows us stuff. So please, 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 y'all, whatever He's showing you, please take action on it and build up your storehouses. Build up your storehouses. All right. So that is it for tonight. Love it. So glad y'all came out. I'll be sending y'all a follow-up email with everything. I put the link in there for y'all to go ahead and join. And so love you too, Iris. I appreciate you so much. Y'all have a good night. All right. And I look forward to seeing you guys inside of the community. Talk soon. Good night,
All right.
everybody.
Thank you.
Good night.
You're
Thanks.
welcome. Bye-bye.